Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Airships Conquer the Skies. In today's episode we're probably going to be focusing on trying to take over this area so that we can get ourselves some more money. And we're also going to try to balance out these people and these people by trying to take on some of their fleets with our ziggurat over here. We're basically trying to play it so that none of these people become too powerful too quickly. And I realized that at the end of last episode we ended off with a bit of a cliffhanger, so let's go into that right now, shall we? And take a look at the Vengeance. Here she is. She costs 5,443 money. Maintenance will cost 90. So we're gonna lose 90 income just for keeping this going. Which is a little bit ridiculous. Her speed is 78 kilometers per hour. She's not very fast, but she has a lot of firepower. Crew of 87, recommended crew of 89. She's got 174 coal and 3 bunkers over here. 500 ammunition. Some of it's over here for the nose stuff. We've got some storage over here, over there. There's a lot on this ship. It's not quite as large as I imagined it. But at the same time, it's still ridiculously large. It needs 9 suspendium chambers. Although that said, we did actually get the large suspendium chamber, but that is silly in that it always requires you to have, you know, 500,000 blocks worth of stuff above it because it needs a chimney. There we go. That's the chimney. Magnificent, isn't it? But because we have stuff over there, we can't place it here. Which is a little bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie, I would have loved to have large suspendium chambers. We're gonna have to work that into our design at some point. But the thing is, you can't stack them like you can with these suspendium chambers. So that's why I've got 9 of them. And then like 6 tiny propellers because I wanted the design to look pretty. And large propellers, again, same issue. They have a chimney. So that's kind of turned me off of them. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about. We've got some marine barracks over here, actually. Marines can be used to board or defend your ship when you're being boarded. We've got those situated near a large steel cargo door so that they can get in and out of the ship. We've got a lot of bridges around here, some quarters and stuff, a machine shop, because being able to repair these chambers is going to be helpful. We've also got some guards stationed in like the winglets over here. They also have their own little wooden supply hatch, which is not as, you know, well armored, but it's a lot lighter, and frankly, at the end, I was trying to conserve a little bit of weight to get some more surface sealing. Now for the main armament. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cannons. 14 of them. It's also got 3 rifles. Now you might ask, why only 3 rifles? We've seen these like little dragoon planes, these harpoons planes. They're very dangerous. Well, the idea is to eventually have an escort fleet. Because this is supposed to be like the capital ship of a fleet for now. It's got the firepower for it, but it doesn't have the anti-fighter, so we're gonna escort it with a couple of craft that I will be showing you in just a minute. I want to finish discussing like some of the more intricate bits here first. Namely being the telescope. A spotter can direct the fire of the ship's weapons. Now what he is going to do is basically reduce the inaccuracy of our cannons by 30%. I had to do a lot of digging to find that number. But it is 30%, which is really useful. Compare that to the crow's nest, which needs like 3 lines of sight forever, and will give you a 10% accuracy bonus. And you get like 1 crewman that's very exposed up there. I would like to have one, but honestly it doesn't make sense in this design. Because I like the way how it looks right now. It's really streamlined if you look at it like this. It's quite pretty. Let's have a look with the decorations, just for the sake of it. Got some stuff on there. Some iconography. I think it looks pretty good, you know, it's a nice shape in there. I was originally going for like a moon ship. And then like a thing over here. It's not quite as long as I would like it to be, but that does, you know, the longer you make it, the more stuff you lose if something here snaps. You know. But it doesn't look terrible. Anyway, that gave me an idea for the Shuttle, which is 1120. It's a lot less expensive. It's also a lot tinier. And it has 6 rifles. Actually 8, never mind, 8. It's got some small ammunition rooms in here and here. It's got some suspendium over there. This also doubles as a boarding craft. It's got a marine barracks. So again, 8 air marines able to board. They've got a nice steel hatch over here so that they can get out of the ship quickly. It's not too expensive. This is supposed to be the escort craft. I could put a... You know what? Let's do that. We'll put a crow's nest on there. Beautiful. Now the rifles will hopefully be 10% more accurate. Which, you know, given that this is supposed to take out, like, fighters and stuff, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So we're gonna be building some of those in this episode as well. But first, I think we're gonna go and see if we can build an imposition. That only costs 500. That's not bad. We're gonna send some spies. Because if we can infiltrate these cities and build up some defenses, we can then swoop north and then... By defending here, we won't have to defend here. Which means we'll get a lot more income, because we don't have to build a ton of defenses. Although we're now being attacked, so I'm going to call the ziggurat back. It's probably not going to be there in time, which is annoying. Research heavy cannons, that's good. I'm going to go for landships now, actually. Because I have a tendency to build very heavy designs. And if I can put them on tracks instead of, you know, having them fly in the air, that might help. Also, I want to eventually get to the reduced steel armor weight, because we're going to need some heavier armor. And for that, we need landships, legs, spider legs. So we're going to have a whole swell of cool things coming in soon. Anyway, we've managed to dissuade these people from invading us, which is nice. At least for a while. We'll continue earning some more money, because my ships are expensive. I'm actually going to move up here. If they invade that, which they do, they conquer it, that's fine. We're going to try and take them out, because these guys have been blobbing real hard. So have they. But we've got some, like, buffers with them, so it doesn't really matter quite as much. But anyway, we're going to take on the Knopsch. Hello, Knopsch. You have 3 cannons. Possibly some rifles, not too scary. You do have some defenses, but those are rifles. Or muskets. No big deal, really. Our ziggurat's a bit undergunned, but hopefully we'll do fine. I'm gonna bet that we have the range and the accuracy advantage to take them on. We do have a crow's nest, not a telescope on here. I might have to retrofit that later. But I'm planning to retrofit the ziggurat later anyway, so... There we go, switch to aim fire. I'm gonna take on their little ship. I'm gonna try to be as accurate as we can be. We'll move backwards a little bit, maintain the accuracy advantage that we have. They are on fire, which is good. Let's switch back to normal now. They are very on fire, that looks not healthy. We're gonna target you now. It's gonna mean that every gun that can fire on it will fire on it. But not our guns. Not all of our guns are currently able to fire at it. So we're gonna move behind it, we're gonna flip, and we're gonna shoot them in the back. And meanwhile, does it look like they have a fire extinguisher? That's a silly tactic. Just look at that, they're going up in a blaze. Wow. I'd hate to be those guys right now, and there they go. We're just gonna go over here and deal with their defensive thing now, if you don't mind. Because, well, this is gonna burn to death. I'm gonna tell you to target that. As soon as we're done, like, cooling that down, we'll get a move over here. Fly behind it so that there's only one thing that can shoot at us. And meanwhile, we've got the bonfire over here still going. So that's nice. I'm just gonna leave them now. Well, that was gonna happen. And their defense is surrendered, which is nice. I'm gonna pillage it. because it's got 19 income, and I don't care about this for now. I'm just doing this to snipe them. Like, they can have it. But if I can pillage it for money, I will be a happy camper. Let's see, we'll invade Gubbas. We'll lure some of their stuff so that we can take it out. We'll divert quickly to see if they change. Oh, are we getting it? Yeah, they're coming to invade us, which is honestly fine. If I can keep these guys infighting for a while, that leaves us in a good place. But I'm gonna go build 2 impositions so that we can start taking over some of the land stuff. Meanwhile, our spies are active here and we can see what's going on. They have rockets, which is a little bit scary, but I think 2 impositions should be able to take that out. How about Fruchtenbach? Oh, that's a walkover, okay. Easy. Okay, that's where we're going first then, because that's a small shipyard. If we can take that out of their hands, that'll be useful. Pillaging's nearly done. We'll get the money from it, which is nice. There we go. I didn't quite see the bump in money, but you guys can pause and look if you want. Simple fort. Alright. Fly over there. Get behind it. They do have rockets. They're unguided. Not particularly accurate. They do a lot of blast damage if they hit, but steel armor or steel wall, you know, doesn't really care too much. I just noticed I forgot to paint some stuff on the ziggurat. We'll do that once we do the refit. So I'm planning a redesign for it now that we have better cannons. Yes, hi. I've got some bad news for you, buddy. Outmaneuvered. Oh, I was about to say, why is one cannon not firing? It is. It's just being silly. We disarmed them. Not bad. Pillage. Well, that's a huge shipyard. Oh, that's gonna hurt them a fair bit. You do have defenses. You do? Okay. We're gonna have them fight for it then. Ooh, you've got a walker. I like it. 3 cannons. I mean, there's no way we're gonna win this. And I realize that. But at the same time, I don't care. I don't want them to have these defenses. So if they destroy them, all the better. They'll have to build them themselves. Although, you know, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna get sniped by cannons. It's not gonna help us in any way whatsoever. But it's gonna make it harder for the AI. And that's all I care about. What's a little building doing? It's made of wood. We got steel stuff on fire. That's... They surrendered. I think what happened is that they have like a tiny 2x1 ammo room, and they ran out of ammo. Okay, I guess we hold on to our town for a little bit longer then. I'll repair you for 4. You deserve it. Right, we do have our impositions, which is nice. You bet I'm gonna intercept them if I can. Do I have any defenses here? I do, but they're disarmed. Well, we're gonna lose that, which is fine, honestly. Oh man, that's pretty. That's real pretty. Yeah, we just lose. We have no weapons. That's fine. I looted it. And we'll be able to intercept these guys. The main aim here is just to weaken these people. Oh! Oh, that's an invasion fleet, alright. Yeah. See, this is why I hate these people. They're strong. That's the wrong button, god damn it. I'm just gonna run. We're gonna disengage. That's not where I parked my car. Oh, we're being attacked by a mad scientist. Oh, right. There's a mad scientist up there. And he's got fancy walkers. They're scary. Right, that was a stutter and a half. The enemy is deploying some kind of gigantic robot troops. Thankfully, we've got our Radiant Fortress with cannon here. So it should be able to injure it a bit. But basically, since we're being raided, we'll have this bar up here. The longer we take to destroy it, the more income we'll lose. Up to a maximum of 60% for a while, which is annoying. We should really go deal with that at some point. But I'm not sure we have the strength to do that right now. So we're gonna sit here and look at this. Which is not fun. We just lost our bridge up here, which is annoying. Oh, yeah, we're gonna withdraw. I think the defenses might... Yeah, it's alive-ish. But we did lose. We're gonna intercept it. We're gonna take justice. Vengeance will be ours. Actually, let's not move two at once. Let's move one. You're gonna drop over there. You're gonna drop over there. Just don't bump into each other and we should be fine. We'll get him eventually. He is doing a lot of damage though. But hopefully so are we. I know it's screwed. Flee. Just get out of there. Those are annoying. We're gonna have to deal with that. We'll have to deal with him. But first, I think we'll start invading Fruchtenbach so that we can get stuff over here where we actually need it. Ah, crap, I forgot to move you away, didn't I? Yeah. Oops. I go aim fire, please. Wow, really? Wow. Immediately catch on fire. Or get struck by lightning. I'm not sure which happened, and I'm not sure which is worse, honestly. Let's try if we can take out at least one of them. I'd rather not lose a ziggurat if I can avoid it. But our land fort here is doomed. Hi, please flip, thank you. Now we're gonna run. I think we're just gonna flee. Okay, so we lost the city, as we expected. We looted it, we got some money from it. Now we're gonna try to do our best to increase our strategic position here. Wow, really? That's a dick move, game. Just instantly explode my ship for no reason. First time I've had that happen. Oh well, we'll bomb this into oblivion. We'll do a brutal takeover so that we can build defenses here soon. Yep, that's an imposition gone. Thanks for spending that money. I appreciate it. God damn, that's rude. It's very rude. You're over there. We're gonna move you up there so that we can, like, strike at these people. Because we need money. Bad. I think first we'll go to Retropolis. Or Retropolis. Whatever you want to call it. Right, you've got a bunch of rifles, a ton of cannons. Okay, there is a way we can do this, but we're gonna have to be quick about it. Jesus Christ, my ship's literally exploded when I enter the battle now. That's rude. I'm gonna have to go and repair first. You need repairs? No, you're good. Right, invade this place. It's a tiny tower again. Okay, we can take that. That's fine. Fly above it and do the thing. Take a bit of damage, but we'll be fine. Please die. There we go. Get some bombs on there. That will do it. Brutal takeover. Let's look at defenses over here. Scrap that because it's useless. Build a building. We'll have to design a better defensive building soon. This is passable, but maybe not what I want. Could go with the Fortress of Guns, although we need to research another tech for that. This is a thing I built for an offline game. I quite like it. And the dorsal turret is quite powerful. But we could maybe take the... let's see, design a building. Open design. What about you? But then... instead of that... instead of a cannon... we'll get a heavy cannon! Boom! More bunker. All the time. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be horrific. It's going to be a lot more expensive, but it does increase the firepower a little bit, and this will defend nicely against walkers. Which, you know, we are starting to get attacked by walkers, so that might help. And then modules, if we go back to troops, we can put the guard post right here. It looks slightly better. As for armor... probably gonna go with steel armor for this one. This way it'll have some holdout potential. Resources. We can probably go with a reinforced supply hatch here, although we don't really need the hatch for anything, so we'll just keep it like that for now. We're gonna move you all the way back. There we go. True to his name, it's now a radiant fortress with a heavy cannon. Why not? I like the idea of it. Let's build it. That's gonna keep Fruchtenbach safe for a little bit. And then we'll start working on like conquering the neighboring area. Does look like we have a bit of stuff going on here. There's a combined force going to take on a bunch of dragons over there. We've researched tracks, so we can technically build stuff like that now. That's going to be fun. Haven't really played around with that yet. Fruchtenbach is defended. Noyok defenses. I'm going to scrap you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a sentinel here, which is very small and very underwhelming. But I don't plan on having that attacked. I plan on having Fruchtenbach be the main front line, basically. Okay, it's currently late at night, or it's dusk. The opposite of dawn. So they're firing at us. They won't be able to hit us. But we can just bomb them. You know, we've been here before. It's quite easy. Just say goodnight. And watch them go. Boom. Disarmed. Brutal takeover. Slowly carving out a little patch of empire there. Despite the fact that we have severe secret police. How about you, city? You're gonna be interesting. In a bad way. In a very bad way. You're producing a dauntless. What is that? Looks like a giant rocket and not much else. I think we can take that. I think so anyway. These guys are a bit less powerful now that we've taken like a couple of cities from them. It's mainly about the large capital cities, honestly. There's where your main source of income comes from. Oh wow. The Knopf took out a dragon lair. That's scary. That is really scary. You don't just mess with dragons. Right, you're keeping them busy, which is nice. This border region is slowly being invaded by the blue guys. So we're gonna have to do something about that as well. We're not in a very good position right now, if I must say. Unsee. Scrap that. Build a sentinel, just so it doesn't riot. Or breaks away from the Empire. I have to come out of the sun now again, but honestly, we've done this before, you know how this goes. We just bomb them and they die and we get a new city. There we go. Easy peasy. Town go squeezy. Brutal takeover. Yeah, our stuff is starting to line up pretty nicely now. I could potentially bribe that, but it's not very good. Why would I? I'd much rather spend money on destroying this if I could. But since I don't have the money, or rather, they have secret police, and so I can't, that is out of the question for now. I'm gonna actually poke my nose around Hyperborea over there. And I want to design a landship, actually. There's a couple of stock designs. There's the Boar, Inferno. God, that's horrible. Yeah, I'm gonna build a small tank, because I like the idea of it. So we need propulsion. We can get large tracks. Or tracks. I think I'm gonna go with tracks. As for weapons, I want to have 2 heavy cannons on there, ideally. Although I did like the other design that had just 3 cannons. Yeah, you know what, we'll go with that, because I like the look of it so much. And we need a telescope to spot stuff for them. And I want to have some structural stuff as well, but ammo storage is going to go right there. Put a berth here for the ladder. Actually, scratch that. Fire extinguisher. Next up, we're going to need a coal store. How much coal do you need? A unit of coal every 25 seconds. Okay, we'll keep that then. I'm gonna need crew. Get some quarters in. 12 crew, recommended 11. That's fine. Shapes and decoration. Scroll down a bit more. There we go. And there's no real way to make this look pretty, so we're gonna have it like that, I think. Well, if I could put like one more thing on the edge, then everything will be nice and arranged, and I will like it. We'll have a look at that. No figureheads or anything silly like that. I want a crow. Nah, I'm not gonna go for it. Ah, why not? With maybe another fire extinguisher behind it. I'm gonna need a supply hatch. There we go. We'll put that over there. Maybe a guard post so that it doesn't get boarded as easily. That seems useful. Further structural, we don't really need any further structure stuff. Kind of small enough that I don't think we need a repair bay. Although, maybe. But there's no real place to fit it in. Unless, of course, we put the quarters over here. And we'll put the repair bay over here. That's going to repair the damaged modules and stuff. And this will be like our little commander's area where we can then like peer out and be like, oh my god, there's things firing at us. Quick, get him. And I'd actually like a flipped rifle. We'll put that over there. We've got a rear gunner just in case we get flanked. Or aircraft happen. They well might. They very well might. We're going to add another berth in over here because it recommends more people. And I think we'll just shift this over by one. Because I think it'll look better. Now what to fill this with, I'm not really sure. I like the look of this tiny tank though. I've built worse things. As for armor, we'll go over that in a second. Probably steel armor. It's going to be a bit more expensive, but you know, it goes 148 kilometers per hour. Only costs 11 in maintenance. It's a pretty good tiny assault tank. Paint. Something like this. And the arms color. There we go. Now, what do I fill this with? That's the question I have and I'm not sure with. Maybe some more resources. We've got enough ammunition. We've got enough water. Maybe a bit more water would be nice. You'll be connected up in a second. If we add a repair bay. Too much supply. Okay, never mind. Don't want to go increase in propulsion. Could add some pipelines on here. Why not? Just because it makes it look pretty. Yeah. Maybe a bridge would be nice. Yeah, we don't have command. There we go. Maybe instead of the guard post, we'll add another berth. I'm not really sure we need the command, the guard post. We do need the other things. Now we don't have enough supply. That's really annoying. Do you require supply? No. Okay. So it's not the bridge that did it then. It's the fire extinguisher probably. Or the berth. Both of them really are to blame. We go with that repair bay? We might go with that repair... Nah, it's fine. We'll just bolt one on somewhere. Because we have a thing here. You know what? There we go. We'll hide it in there. We'll tuck it away. Now we'll finish off the paint. I'm excited for this little buddy over here. What do we name it? I think we're gonna call it the Stug. The Stug assault gun, because it's an assault gun. Isn't it pretty? I kinda like it. Decoration. Maybe a roundel. Well, the roundel isn't really... Eh. Maybe some gold leaf instead. A flag? We'll have a flag, why not? No flag, no claim. Add some tanks on there because that looks pretty. I want to have maybe a stone symbol up here. Definitely add an exhaust pipe. Because that looks cool. This is just the kind of thing you could spend hours on in this game. Just like putting a tiny like antenna on there. Because it's going to have to communicate. I'm pretty sure there's a horn as well. I can't put it on the window. That's really... Is it maybe because of the antenna? It is because of the antenna, okay. So we can either have an antenna and a flag. Or a floating antenna. You know what? I'll go without the antenna. We'll add the horn on there instead. Or maybe we move it over here. And then we can still have our antenna. See, life is good now. That's gonna be the Stug. That's our first little assault tanky. I like it. Build one for me. That will be the vessel of our conquest, but that will be in the next episode. Unfortunately, we don't quite have the money for large ships yet that I want to build. But that will be in the next episode. Until then, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series as much as I am. If you are, perhaps let me know by leaving a like and a comment. It really helps the channel and I do always appreciate it. If you want to watch more airships, you might as well hit that subscribe button. I'll be uploading more and you'll get notifications in your feed. Make sure to hit that bell icon because YouTube is silly nowadays. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Until next time, have a good one, folks.